So the plan for me next is to compete in 2022. So these are my personal goals. 5 shows, spoken to Calum, and we think we can bring something really, really strong for these 5 shows. 3 shows UK, 2 shows abroad. The plan was to compete this year. Obviously, a little bit of a pandemic happened and ruined things. But I said to Calum that I wanted to win the British title. And I said, do you think I can do that in 2021? He said, 2022, let's make it undeniable, let's go for it.
Morning, mate. Hope you're well. Hope all is good. Really good week this week, mate. I think weight stabilised at 94. I know we're trying to push to 94, but I think the look is coming. The density is coming in my legs, and my measurements have gone up considerably in my legs. Yeah, training's been phenomenal this week. Nave got a bit of a leg, so he's been out of the game. So I've been training on my own the sort of beginning of the week, but sessions have been really, really good. Yeah, from a training point of view, yesterday at the State of Change gym with Jay, push, today at King's, so that'll be a good session. So we're doing the upper pull session at King's.
What's happening, guys? Down here for day 2 in London with Jay. I don't know why I said Jay. I could say Jay, I don't know why. I don't know why I said that. Yeah, I know, yeah, sorry mate. What's happening, guys? Down here for day 2 with Jay in London. You'll see part 1 of the content we shot yesterday. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that, something a bit different, give you context as to why we're pushing so hard, why we're doing what we're doing. So checked in this morning with Calum. Hopefully you guys see the feedback that he sends me later on today. He was happy with everything yesterday. We trained push. Me and Jay had a bit of a dirty session. Jay's struggling to hold the camera right now. I don't know if you've seen the vibration on that. That's a delts that. But yeah, we're heading out to the infamous King's Gym today. So part of the things I talked about yesterday was getting out of your comfort zone and pushing yourself and going to new places to train, experiencing this sort of new environment. It's going to be something to help me level up even further. So really looking forward to it. Just out getting steps at the minute. It's not a bad view. It's not a bad view. Different setting to Yorkshire. Very, very different. But yeah, hope you guys enjoy what's coming today. That one. 750 mil. We'll be there. A couple of years we'll be there. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't going to compete after that. I think I'd love to come in, 1-hit wonder, do well, get the title, win, prove to myself that I can do it, and then sort of step back and just crack on with everything else. But I know I'll get a taste for it, and I know I'll want to test myself against the best, because at the minute the scene is, bodybuilding's popular at the minute. Bodybuilding's in, everyone wants to do it, everyone wants to compete. So that just means more competitive people to compete against. So you're going to be up against the best in the country, the best in Europe. That's my personal goals. I think from a business point of view, I'm a coach now, affiliated with Coaching Practice. We want to grow that business. I want to grow my own personal business, and I think offering that level of quality in coaching at the minute is the most important thing to me. I think I love to work with as many people as I can, and to make a good impact on these people so they can have the confidence to go out there and do the things that I'm doing right now. Yeah, mate, this is really good. 0.2 down overnight, we're happy with that, and we know you're going to run flat. We know carbs are not in. We know this week's just about digging. Grind this last week out, carb up nicely, reduce stress next week, inflammation will come down. You look phenomenal, and this is before everything comes together. So yeah, you're in a really, really good spot, mate. Well done.
You got check-ins, yeah?
Yeah, mate, yeah. One of my clients, Lou, he's just checked in. He's a coach actually, he's got a shoot next week. 1 week out, he's dropped overnight. He's saying he looks flat, he's running flat, but it's about to come together. So last time out, I was coaching him, he was at 71.6. He did not look like that. I don't know if you can see it. He did not look like that. So the no pump, flat, fatigue's quite high, carbs non-existent at the minute. So it's going to go really well next week. He's shooting with Bailey at his studio in Nottingham. So that'll be special, that. My plan is to develop as a coach. I think everyone wants to tell everyone they know everything in coaching, but you don't. It's impossible. Calum knows a lot. I must admit, Calum must admit knows a lot. But I want to learn, I want to develop, and I want to continue to learn, because I think as a coach, your responsibility is to give your best at that moment. It's not to know everything. It's not. It's you have to give your best to your team at that moment, which means that you will develop, which means in a year, my best will be better than it is right now. And I think people understand that. I think it's important to say that as well. I think it's important to tell people that the rate that I want to develop as a coach will mean that my results will get better. What you will get as a service will get better. And I think that's a good thing for people to know. You're not just sitting on your sort of laurels and just resting on it and going to milk it for what it is. Could I get 2 skimmed iced lattes, please, with any sugar-free caramel? Yeah, both with sugar-free caramel, please. Pre-workout blue muffin.
Why not?
Yeah.
What's the point of working out if we can't enjoy life?
Very, very true. That's very, very true. We've moved to macros, Cal, and I know you trust me, bro, so. Yours are full fat, Jay, yeah? Jamie? Non-fat, I tell you, non-fat. So just waiting for the Uber, ready to go to King's. King's is about an hour away, so touching base with my clients, using this time wisely. When clients check in, I think there's sometimes nostalgia that it's going to be like you're going to beat them with a stick and you're going to say this and this, right, go again. All these phrases you can't use anymore on Instagram because people call you out. That's another topic. It's just a way to set the tone and empower them for what's ahead. I think from a coaching point of view, I've worked in a lot of fields before. I've had every different style of coaching applied to me. And I think you need to be ready to adapt to every single type of client. Everyone's got a different life, everyone's got a different sort of mission, everyone's got a different ethos. And you need to be able to be flexible and show that if someone's trying to achieve something in fitness and in training, it's not just about you need to fit into this culture. It's about setting up some parameters that they can apply to their life and think, I can get the best of both. Yeah, that's true coaching in my book. I mean, listen, you're always going to get your competitors, your athletes who want to get on stage, and they know the score straight away. As soon as they ask that question, they know what's ahead. But for your people who want to improve, for your people who want to be more confident, for your people who want to have a better quality of life through achieving something in fitness, it's about showing them how it's possible over time and not just sort of blasting them inside a short space. Right, if you do this for a consistent amount of time, if you learn about yourself, if you push yourself a little bit, this is what you're capable of. And coaching is showing people what they're capable of. That is what real coaching is. So we're just there to ask the right questions, ask the right things to make them think. Yeah, so sending a few messages out. Some people getting one on the scale this morning, some people getting another, I must admit. But yeah, I did some sweaty check-ins last night. The aircon was broke in my room, so a few topless check-ins had to go out last night. King's Gym. You know it's going to be a good session. You've got a tiny bit of anxiety in your stomach about it. So, baking hot, idyllic scenes. Have a good session today.
I've been on a late one for a long time, trying to find my way around the world. High winds on an island facing high tide. All they wanna know is what am I gonna do?
We're on plus week, so there's a drop set on every single exercise today. 15 seconds rest and straight into reps to failure. Now, the reps to failure doesn't mean they need to be messy reps. They just need to be true failure. So you might only get like 3 or 4 on that plus set, but that's the point. You just take it to failure. The plus isn't the point of getting shit tons of reps. It's just take it to the end, take it to the literal end. So there's gonna be some fucking sweating going on today.
What am I gonna do? Run around, chasing my youth. Scared of my losing. What if I do?
So on this single arm row, one of the main focuses Calum's put into me is not much axial rotation. So I need wings, I need bigger lats. So as soon as I move my spine, as soon as I twist it, it's taking it away from where I want it to be, which is the lat. So it might only look like I'm rowing in to a really small range, but when I take it to there, that's my lat at its peak. So it's plenty enough for me, that. Hey. 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 You can understand the drivers from what I've said before about legacy, and the goal for me, and one of the reasons I went into this, was to have the type of lifestyle that I wanted, to give my family the life that I wanted to give them. When I go down that route, I want to be able to have time with these people. They're important people. So I know that the more successful I am in bodybuilding, on stage, the more successful I am as a coach, the greater the freedom I can have to have that. And I think as a sort of source of motivation and drive, I don't think you can match that. I think that's the ultimate. You want to achieve something for yourself, it's good. But if you want to achieve something to give a better quality of life to people who are important to you, you'll fucking be unstoppable. That's like the goal. Extreme row, upper back focus, so elbow position high. Very much like the T-bar that I've done in my previous YouTube. It's a high elbow path for me because I want that upper back development. The single arm row stuff, that's how we target lats. Calum wants to do a lot of single arm rows. He thinks the width is going to come from that. So this upper T-bar work and extreme rows will help the upper section of my back.
I've been on a late one for a long time.
This is where you've got to be thinking about those thoughts to get that extra edge. Those thoughts are going to fuck you off, make you better.
All they want to know is what am I gonna do?
So if anyone knows the shed, James Hollingshead, he stacks that. I've just had a go on 50 kilos. It's ripped me in half. So.
Got a little pump on though.
Oh. 4 sets.
What am I gonna do? Run around, chasing my youth. Scared of my losing. What if I do?
We wanted to make the most out of the days down here, so sort of cram sessions in. Normally we'd have had a rest day in between, but we're hitting buys sort of 3 times a week at the minute. Added frequency because they can recover quite quickly. Rather than having a separate arm day, we're just putting them in to 3 of the big days. And since we've done it like that, I've seen good development in it. I think arms is an area everyone wants to bring up, but you need to give it the right level of frequency to develop it. Everyone wants to train arms. Arm days are good, but if you have an arm day, you're obviously putting back everything else. So at the minute it works, 3 times a week works. Food's high, recovery's good. Prep, maybe not. Food low, no recovery, no sleep. So, London, that's a wrap. 2 days solid, good couple of days training. Just finished pull. I think training's in such a good place right now. We're in the depths of off season, food's in a good place, recovery's good, so we're pushing and we're enjoying it. So, myself, Alex, Jay, we'll be sharing a lot of content with you guys over the coming months, and we want to give you a different dynamic. We want to give you a little bit more than just the training side, give you the the background, give you the understanding why, the meat on the bones that you'll want to see. So looking forward to sharing that with you over the coming